Hello, and welcome to our crop insurance update series. My name is Jessica Hamill, and I am a team leader on the crop insurance team for the east side of Missouri. Today, I am here with Clint Kaufelt for the second part of our three-part update series. Clint is an assistant vice president for our crop insurance team. Clint started with FCS Financial in 2024, but brings with him over 9 years of crop insurance experience. He currently services customers out of our Maryville office. Today, Clint will be talking with us about ground that is coming out of sod and going into production. Clint, what are the changes for new break ground this year?
Thanks, Jessica. Yes, we do have a few changes for our new break this year. First off would be just in kind of what the definition of new break is. Um, Basically, new break is acreage which has not been planted, harvested, or insured within one of the four previous crop years. The change there is that it used to be in 1 and 3 years, but they have extended that out to 1 and 4 years. Um, Another thing to note with that is that harvested does not include grazing, and new break acres are ineligible for prevent plant. But with that, sod break acres that do meet the soil requirements will and are required to be insured at 85% of the applicable T yield, which would be the greater of your simple average or the county yield. Now, with that, to meet the soil requirements, you would have to, the field would have to be 75% of at least class 1, 2, 3, or 4. If it does not meet that, then it would have to be uninsured for this year, and planted and as long as it's planted and harvested, it could be insured the next year. A few other things with new break. A commonly mistaken thing for new break would be acres that you're adding in that have not been farmed in the past 4 years, but is 5% or less of the acreage unit. That would not require a new break for that. And then also another would be rotation. If you happen to plant alfalfa several years in a row, and then you plant maybe some wheat and then corn, if you have a large rotation and you can prove that, we can use that to show that it was not new break. And then finally, CRP acres. If you have CRP acres that are coming out of CRP within the last 2 years, they would not be required to be new break. They could just be insured and planted. So that's some of the different changes that we have for this year. Like say that 85% and being insured, being required to be insured is the biggest for this year. So with that, I'll send it back to Jessica.
Thank you, Clint. If you have questions about new break ground, or if you would like a review of your crop insurance policy, you can find your nearest FCS Financial Crop Insurance agent at www.myfcsfinancial.com/insurance. I want to take this time to also remind you of a few other changes that are affecting Missouri. Beginning in 2025, organic producers are eligible for enterprise units. Enterprise units must be elected on your application, so if you would like that option, reach out to your agent. In addition, a change has been made to $200,000 reviews. Beginning this year, RMA will add indemnities from prevent plant, harvest losses, and ECO/SCO payments. This means that some producers could be pulled for an audit in the summer following harvest of that crop. If you receive a $200,000 audit, you should prepare your production records, such as settlement sheets and bin measurements for the last 3 years. Since we are in tax time, I also want to mention that some insured providers are only sending 1099s for losses over $600. If you have questions about a past year's claim, reach out to your agent and they can give you the total paid on that claim. RMA has issued new language in respect to minor policies. A minor can no longer share crop with any member of their household or an entity that contains a member of the household. In addition, documentation must now be submitted with a minor policy. If you are a minor with a crop insurance policy, please be sure to review your paperwork with your agent to make sure you meet the new regulations. We are anticipating a new option for corn and soybeans in the 2026 crop year that we believe will have a September 30th, 2025 sales closing date. If you are interested in adding additional coverage to your policy, keep your eyes out this summer for more details. Last, with cattle prices at an all-time high, I also want to take this opportunity to remind you that FCS Financial offers livestock risk protection insurance. If you are interested in protecting your cattle against a decline in price, please reach out to an agent. Once again, that contact information can be found at www.myfcsfinancial.com/insurance. Thank you for joining us for the second video in our three-part series. I hope you've already had a chance to watch the first video on SCO and ECO insurance, and that you'll join us for our third and final video where we will discuss the addition of insurance for double crop soybeans in many counties in Missouri.